this is, I think there's going to be more unknitting than knitting in this one, but. Hello everyone, welcome to session 53 of the Little Wolf Knits YouTube channel. I am Brianna and I am the dyer, designer, and human behind the Little Wolf Knits and this YouTube channel, and I am so glad to be here with you today on the Mondayest Monday I've had in a long time. It is August 12th and it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and boy am I happy to be here with you. There's a lot going on behind the scenes off screen today, which if you want to hear about, stick around and you'll hear more about it in life stuff at the end of this. But as far as knitting and spinning and making goes, there has been a lot that has happened this week, and not anything that I thought would get done. So it will be an interesting video today. I'm curious to see what y'all are going to think and tell me. But let's just jump in. Let's start with what I'm wearing. This is my finished second sample of my third Ave tee. You saw this finished, but you did not see it on. This is in my Red Berries colorway on my laser base, a single ply fingering weight, and it's so soft and drapey. It's super fun. You see the back has this cool like cross back design. The front is just a basic t-shirt and I love it. This is my second sample. You've seen my plain light pink one in strawberry milk, and I am super excited to say that this pattern will be coming out. Let me look at my calendar. Not this Friday, but next Friday, the 23rd. And I am so excited because I've been getting so much wear out of this one. I feel like it is the perfect tee for this like transitional weather we've been having, and is super cute and simple enough to just pop on with a pair of pants, leggings, jeans, shorts, but has a like fun little back detail that just spruces everything up. Dresses things up without trying too hard, which is my favorite thing to do. But yeah, it's super cute and it's super comfy. And all of my testers look amazing in it, so I cannot wait for you to see all of them in the next week or so. If you want to hear about all of my pattern releases ever, but as soon as they come out, make sure that you're following me on Instagram and turn on notifications. Instagram algorithms are real hit or miss. Sometimes I post things and people are like, I never even saw that. So turning on notifications is a huge help. Obviously checking out this YouTube channel, but also subscribing to my newsletter. You can find it linked on my website down below. That is where you will be the first to hear about anything going on. So definitely check that out. We don't have too many admin updates outside of that, so let's just skip that whole section today. That feels kind of nice. And let's go right into what I finished. I feel fairly confident that all the things I thought I would finish and you thought I would finish are not what I actually finished. And there will be lots of surprises here, but that's okay. I am calling this a finished object. I know not everyone will call this a finished object, but it's my YouTube channel, so I make the rules. And this is a finished spinning object because this part of the spin is done. But I have a finished bobbin, and look how beautiful this is. So this is a very, very thin spin. The end is always like a little thicker thin for me, but it's super, yeah, see there, you could see. When I get to the end of a braid, honestly, I ripped off the last little bit. So there is my spin, and that's how consistent I was spinning. And the last little bit of this braid was like kind of felted. I'm not sure if that was on me or on shipping or what. So it got a little clumpy. So I'm just actually going to pop that little end off, and I'm super excited. But this is 6 ounces, about 6 ounces, 3 separate braids. And the one you can see right here is the Kent Romney color braid, the base fiber content of this 2-ounce braid from A Lair Artifacts. I talked about it a lot last week, so I'm not going to do it too much now, but I finished this bobbin, I set it to the side, and I took it off my wheel to get another bobbin on my wheel so that it didn't sit and languish, because y'all know I can do that. So, one finished object. It is a bobbin. It's not even technically finished, but we're calling it a finished object today. And I am already spinning the second ply for this, and I am so excited. So excited. I haven't yet figured out, finalized my thoughts on the third ply, but that's okay. I am loving that so far. And I finished it. So I'm calling it a win. I hope you can understand my need to celebrate the little wins this week. That is the only thing that I finished this week. Kind of not. So let's just talk about what I've been working on, because there's a lot to talk about. This whip is in my Magner bag. Y'all have seen it before, and many of you might call this a finished object. However, I am not. And I'm not calling it a finished object for many reasons. One reason is that there is still a needle on it, because I have not bound off yet. And I have not bound off because I need to do some frogging and re-knitting. So, let's share all the details before I go into the saga with this one. So this is, it looks so good when I hold it up. So this is my Seaside shirt by me. It is a pattern that is within the Seaside set. It is embedded. There are 2 patterns in there. And I am thinking of actually separating those soon. So I've had several people tell me it's hard to find the Seaside shirt pattern. And I thought it was a bonus that you were just getting 2 patterns for the price of 1, but it sounds like people are not finding it. So I might actually be separating them into 2 patterns, which means there will be a Seaside shirt and a Seaside skirt. And that means if you want one or both of these patterns, buy it now while it's still 1 pattern, because you will get them both for $9 instead of having to pay $9 for each pattern. You're welcome. But that will likely be coming in the next month or so. But this is a Seaside shirt. Like I said, it's for my mother. I talked about it. It is in this Shibui reed, which is a chainette linen yarn in the color Ivory. I got it on sale at Conversational Threads because Shibui is no longer in business. So I'm sorry. You can probably not get this yarn unless you have a yarn store near you like this one, who is selling their yarn at a discounted price because they only have what they have. So I had 250-gram balls, and this is what is left of the first one, and this is what is left of the second one. Now you'll see I have about 8 grams left, which means I could have knit another maybe inch or so on the body. However, I made this neckband extra long. This is 3 inches because I know my mom likes a higher mock neck. This is for my mom. Did I say that? But with the linen, it just does not have enough structure and it's like flopping down. So I will be frogging at least 1 inch back of the neck, which means I'll have about 12 grams, which means I could probably get about 2 more inches to the body, at least 1.5 inches. And I know, because I made her try it on, I spoiled the surprise. She already knew it was for her. She wasn't even shocked, that she would prefer a little bit more length on the body. So what I'm going to do is frog this. I'm going to frog this back to the separation for the front and back panels. I now know, and I'm going to do a little bit of weighing things while I unravel, that I stopped at about 48 grams and I had about 8 left. So I only needed about 40. So I'm going to frog back, but that's 8 left with this. So I'm going to frog back and then re-knit, add more length to the body until I have about somewhere between 38 and 40 grams left. I will be playing yarn chicken, but I kind of like it. And then I will re-knit the front panel and the back panel. Honestly, each front panel and back panel took me about a day. This was done by Friday, so I'm not that stressed about it. And I'm actually going to take the needles out right now. But I'm not going to start frogging it because I want to weigh it as I frog so I can get a sense of how much, once I frog back that extra inch, exactly how much yarn I have left so then I can figure out my math. But this is not a finished object, although it kind of is. It still has a lot more work to go on it, and I'm throwing it back in the bag, and maybe you will see it truly finished in all its glory next week. But for now, it's still a whip. Then, continuing the adventures of my whips, I had a second whip that I was working on. And this is in my Tanny Casey bag, and you'll know what was inside. I can't even tell you too much about the yarn, so that's not super exciting. But it is a Wolfpack exclusive colorway. On my 420 base, I have hair everywhere. And this fun green boucle. And I thought I would have this almost finished. Like literally almost finished this weekend. Because I finished that, working on that top, first thing Saturday morning. It was really done Friday, but Saturday morning I just knit a few extra rows on it, which I didn't end up knitting anyway. And I thought I would have almost this entire skirt done. It is a second Ave Sweatskirt, so it will be a mini skirt sort of pattern. Oh, my nail is broken and it's catching on my yarn. That's not good. It's going to be a really cute, like sporty sweat pant material, sort of, but obviously boucle. Sweatpants style fit, maybe, drawstring tie band skirt. And I joined the waistband in the round, and I was super excited, and I realized I didn't bring my needle case. So I did not have the right needles to work on this. It was Saturday morning. I was like, wow, that is such a bummer because I really wanted to work on this the whole weekend. And I wasn't sure what I was doing with the Seaside shirt yet because my mom works on Saturdays. So I wasn't going to answer on that until Saturday night, Sunday at the earliest. So I said, okay, let me go on Amazon and see if I can just quickly order a size 7 Chiagu fixed needle. And at least if it gets there by Sunday, I could have this to work on for my drive home. I ordered the needle. It gets delivered Sunday afternoon. I said, perfect, I'll work on this on the drive home. And I realized I ordered a size 1 instead of a size 7. I'm not sure how that happened. And it's fine. I actually need more sock needles, but it's just where we're at right now. So I didn't work on this at all. That's the whole point of that. I worked maybe 2 rounds, joined in the body, and then I have been stopped here. But my plan is to pretty much finish this skirt by next week. So that hopefully will be a whip that gets a lot of love in the coming days. So that's whip number 2. What else have I been working on? Well, this is something you have not even seen yet, and thank goodness I brought it down the shore with me. Otherwise, I would have been stuck without knitting, and I don't know what I would have done. I can't tell you the last time I went without knitting at all in a day. I think would have been years. I'm usually getting at least a few stitches in. But this is in my Horse Feather Fiberworks, my little cow print bag, which I love. And I used to sell them in my shop. I no longer do. And I would love to have her bags back in the shop, but you could go find them on her website. She is an amazing maker, and I love them. And in here, I have some leftover peanut butter chocolate flavor on my catamaran base. This is from my East Street sweater, which is right over there. And some undyed birthday suit on Sunfish that I use for heels, cuffs, and toes very much. And thank goodness, like I said, I had this with me because I worked on an entire sock for my sister's boyfriend. It looks very tiny. This is making me nervous. It looks very tiny, but I put on Michael's foot yesterday and it fits him. It's a little snug, but Michael's a 10.5 and these are for Alex and he's a 10. He has a super high arch, like super, super. So what I decided to do was start the gusset early, and I added an extra 10 rows of gusset, so 10 extra stitches on the gusset that I think will accommodate his arch. So it has an extra tall heel flap. But literally Saturday I did the toe in about 10 rows, and then yesterday all day I worked straight. I built out the entire gusset, and then in the car ride home I finished the gusset and did the heel turn and finished the heel, which was amazing. I can't believe this sock went so quickly. I guess I don't normally work on socks like this without any other whips, so I was kind of impressed to see how much I could get done here. So I did that. Okay, I need to put my stitch stoppers back on here because they're all over the place and they're poking through the bag. With my sock needles, I will use my stitch stopper and put them both into both needles into the one stitch stopper just to hold that, which works well because I work socks 2 at a time lately when I'm using leftover yarn. And then today I cast on the second toe and have been chugging away at the foot. And my goal is I am planning to get done with this and start the gusset tonight. I almost didn't want to work on this because I wanted to have straight knitting for the movie tomorrow, but at this rate, I might just get through the gusset and heel turn tonight and then have 2 legs for movie knitting tomorrow, which is not in great alignment with my plan to finish both of my whips, apparently, in the next week, but who knows? And this is, again, we're chipping away at gift knitting. I'm really liking that, like having that done. I'm feeling good. And I'm also realizing that there's a lot more I want to make for people in my life. So these will be Alex for Christmas. I might make my brother-in-law, my other brother-in-law, a hat. Michael would love a sweater for Rhinebeck, and I just don't know if it's happening. My mom's boyfriend would really love a sweater, and he is so knit worthy, like a cable knit sweater. So the plan is to make him one of those for Christmas, and then potentially make a sweater scarf for Nikki, for my sister. So that's 3 garments and a hat that I would like to get done in September, October, November, December. Is it doable? Yes. Also a hat for Michael for Rhinebeck. So I'm just chugging along with knits, and I'm not upset that I cast this on. It was just an unexpected thing to work on this weekend. Then the only other thing, even though I brought my drop spindle down the shore, the only other thing that I've been working on is a spinning project, and it's not my drop spindle spinning project. It is my wheel spin. Like I said, I started the second ply for that giant 3-ply spin that I'm doing. Let me show you. So that's my wheel, but I did a little bit of planning, like situate everything here, to figure out what I'm going to do in this ply. So I have 12 of these. I know I showed this last week. 12 roll eggs from Hikari.handmade in mochaccino. And I had 2 ounces of a batt from my friend MC. I've never spun from a batt. So I asked her what to do. She was like, basically just like work it in strips. You could see like sort of the direction that the fibers are kind of going, and you could tear it, and then it's kind of pre-drafted so you could just spin it. So I took the batt and I separated it into 6 chunks. So in half and then in thirds and thirds. So I now have 6 of these that are about roughly the same size. And then I have 12 roll eggs. So my thought, I think this will be good for like, they're going to be thinner. So let's see, 2 ounces is about 50 grams divided by 6. It's about 9 grams. Do I want to spread these out more? 20 grams of color. That'll be really thick. Clearly, I have not figured this out yet. So I'm going to alternate between rollags, batt, rollags, batt. I can do 2 rollags to 1 batt, or I could do 4 rollags, 2 batt sections, 4 rollags, 2 batt sections, and just do that. Three times. I think I'm going to stick with 2 rollags and then a batt section, 2 rollags and then a batt section. We'll see what happens once I'm actually spinning. I just started. I'm working still on the first half of the first rollag, so we'll see how much of a single ply that gets me before I make a final decision. I can always change my mind later, but that's the plan for right now. And I know I have lots of knitting whips that I want to be working on and get done, but spinning is the only thing I feel like doing. So I almost feel like I need to like put my wheel away, out of sight, and pack up. I think I'm going to pack up my cords and whatnot, because when it's just like ready to plug in and like spin a little bit, I keep finding myself stealing a few minutes here and there instead of working on these other things. So we'll see what happens there. But that is all that I've been working on. I have my hands full, and I feel like I have a solid plan to get these done in the near future. I don't have any acquisitions this week, which is a good thing. And I kind of talked about my project plans, so let's just talk about what's in the shop. Not too much has changed as far as the shop goes. Beetlejuice countdowns are officially out of the shop. I will potentially have a few leftovers that I dye. I usually try and dye 1 or 2 full and 1 or 2 13-day sets for people who missed out on them. So they may or may not happen. And the single skein is still available. So you can still grab as many single skein and with or without gifts as you would like. And those will be available through probably mid-October. So you have a little bit of time there. We also have the bags that I showed last week from my friend Hannah at the Toasty Hen. And I'm hesitant to even show them because we only had 10 and they might all be gone. I'm certain that 9 of them were gone. And even if there's one left, I'm recording on Monday, so I'm not sure by the time you see this on Thursday if there are any left. But if you want one, I will grab them quickly. I will grab it just to show you quickly. I'm not even going to take it out of the bag. Of these really fun Beetlejuice bags, there are not many left. So hop on right now to go check this out if you don't want to miss it. The Super Shitty December boxes are still available and in the shop, so make sure to grab those if you would like them. And the Tailgate Party collection is still available. I'm going to start dyeing it next week. So this Friday, I'm not going to close the colorways. However, they will get shipped out and dyed as a sort of first come, first serve basis. So if you want your yarn sooner rather than later, get it in this week. Otherwise, I will dye everything up that I have right now, package, ship it all out, and then I will continue dyeing in chunks like that. So grab anything you want from the Tailgate collection. I've been seeing lots of folks grab guac, which has been really fun, and lots of folks grabbing crocodile, which has also been really fun because I may or may not have dyed some up for myself. Oh, I was going to show you all that. Let me go grab it. Okay, so I dyed and wound up several skeins of crocodile, and it has these like plums and mauves and greens and browns, and then lots of really fun speckles. There's like this, it's actually not a yellow dye. It's like a brownie kind of dye, but the way it breaks, I love using it when I want those like pops of yellowy speckles, some plum speckles, some brown speckles. And I don't know, my pink era people, but this is like a muted earthy pinks and greens. And I'm very excited. And I love seeing how excited y'all are for this too, because y'all are grabbing it. And that's really fun. And then, like I said, guac has been an unexpected favorite, along with spin dip and buff chick dip. Not too many takers for, I guess, maybe pretzels and beer cheese is sort of our low seller right now. It's a really beautiful, like low contrast, variegated. And I feel like maybe folks need to see it knit up. So we'll see about that. But that is still open and available, which is super fun. And then as we did last week, we still have our August club colorways in the shop. We have our Schitt's Creek inspired flute line. That's super fun. Greens, browns, tans, pops of red. Super fall-y, autumnal, and also like winter, holiday vibes. I don't know if it's the green and the red, but something, the green and the brown feel like this would make a beautiful holiday sweater. And then we also have our New Girl Inspired Club. It's so good. This is Saturday is a day for sleeping. Oh, man, and this is so nice. It actually reminds me a lot of my friend Krista, who is the Frosted Stitch, has like a really fun, punchy, grungy style. So she just did her grunge collection. She's doing a rusted collection right now, and I feel like this would vibe really well with that, like this rusty orangey red, dirty graffiti sort of look. And I love it. I love Krista so much. So that is super cool. And I think that's all I have to talk about. Oh, no, I don't. I have some things to show you that I'm super excited about. So we have our Coven Collective bags that are still in the shop. We may or may not have the Toasty Hen bag still in the shop. We have our Progress Keepers from Very Warm Stripes. And we still have our Cherry Bomb accessories from LW Graphico, aka my sister. And let me show you what she gave me. She gave me all of the finished objects. Look how cute these little bubble mailers are. Her packaging is so cute. There you go. There's her like label. Is that a good word for it? So she sent me everything for all the orders that have been placed so far, and they will be on their way out the door. But she also sent me for myself, like each item to keep for myself and to show you all. So super cute. Look at these hair clips. I'm like not a hair clip girl, so I don't know how to do this, but something, is it like that? Oh my gosh. Wait, maybe I should be a hair clip girl. Should I clip this side back? I don't know. Is that? No. I think the other side, right? I don't know how it works, but let's see. And she did something super cute. So she actually had these come in a pair of 2, and she did something like that. So there were like 2. I don't know. She's super cute. I'm not cute or trendy, but I love these. Okay, wait. Maybe I am a Brett girly. But like I said, these come in a 2-pack. So you get 2 hair clips. It is like an alligator clip, and the top is polymer clay. And it is hand sculpted. It's not painted, it's sculpted clay. She's just so talented. I like Loki. I want to leave that in my hair. It was cute. How? I don't know how she did these. But super cute. Maybe she had them both on the same side. I don't know. Super cute. So those are the Cherry Bomb earrings. They come in a pair, like I said. Then we have, did I say earrings? Those are hair clips, obviously. Oh man, Monday. Then we have the cutest Cherry Bomb Progress Keeper. And it is these 2 little cherries that are connected. Oh no, they're not. I was like, are they connected? I don't want to break this. There are 2 cherries and a little translucent leaf that I think I'm going to steal this one for myself. Sorry. and throw it on my mom's top because it's so cute. And it's so lightweight. I love it, and I love the leaf. I told her to make it a clay and not go with this translucent bead, but I'm glad she didn't listen to me. Clearly, she is the artist. And I should trust her expertise because these are so cute. So I'm certainly stealing this one for myself, but you can grab them yourself as well. And then the last item that she shared with me are earrings. And these are so cute. So they are the same. There are two, it is a pair of earrings, and there are two cherries. And this, again, translucent leaf. And they're so cute. And they are a stud back. I am not an earring person. Earrings bother me. My ears are very sensitive. But she wears these, and they're so stinking cute. And these are actually headed out the door to a friend who I know will love them. Because she wears very cute earrings all the time. So I'm super excited. All of these are still in the shop. And you can grab any or all of them. And she even has a discount if you grab the entire bundle. So those are still there. And stay tuned for more things from Sophia coming very soon. That is all that I have to talk about as far as what's in the shop. So let's just talk about life for a second. So life has really been lifing this past week. And I feel like if it's not one thing, it's another. So I don't know what that's about. Last week, Michael and I went to the movies and saw Twisters, I believe. Did I talk to you after that? I don't think so. And it was super cute. We loved it. Maybe I did talk to you. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. And then we started watching The Bear, season 3, and we're obsessed. It's so good. If you have not watched The Bear yet, I cannot recommend it enough. I recognize that it's not for everyone. It's a little chaotic. It's stressful, but it's so good. And I'm so happy with what they're doing this season. We watched like 3 episodes in one night, and then we're like, all right, we got to slow down. We're about to finish this season. So we have been doing that and loving it so much. We have had crazy storms in the past week here. We had a like nor'easter coming up. Not a nor'easter. Oh my gosh. We have had a tropical storm coming up the coast, and we had some other like non-related storms. I mean, they're probably all related, right? But like Wednesday and Thursday, my sister, not Sophia, my other sister, had 2.5 feet of water in her house. Last Wednesday or Thursday, we were like, oh my gosh, that's so terrible. Yada, yada. Friday comes along, and there's tornado warnings, tornado watches. That is when the tropical storm, Debbie, I think it was Debbie, came like through, and a tree fell on our house. It is not a very thick tree. It is a rather thin branch. However, it is tall, probably 75 feet tall. And it fell onto our roof. Luckily, knock on wood, there does not seem to be any major damage, like hole in the roof damage, just like shingles and some things like that. It's still in the ground, sort of on my neighbor's property. It's my neighbor's tree. So I think that saved it a little bit, but it is very close to a power line. And if it falls off our roof, it will be on the power line. So we did everything we needed to do, calling insurance and DPW and the police and blah, 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 blah. And basically they're like, it's private property. It's not on the power lines yet. So there's nothing we can do. You just have to take care of it. And if it falls on the power lines, then we'll take care of it, which seems very unhelpful, but that's where we're at. So we're in the process of doing all of that, and the tree will be removed, hopefully, like I said, knock on wood, from our house tomorrow morning. We also had some separate unrelated damage to our chimney on the other side of the house. So we were getting that fixed, and it just feels like, I said, with house things, if it's not one thing, it's another. Man, home ownership is no joke. But it could have been worse. I'm reminding myself it could have been worse. And hopefully this is the last hit that we take to homes, cars, properties, or our physical beings for the rest of the year. Because I think we've done our time for this year. But that means things have been a little bit chaotic and moving things around the schedule, needing to be available for insurance reps and tree guys and all of that. And I am excited to get all of this under our belts. Other than that, reading, watching The Bear, reading Everyone on This Train is a Suspect, which was nice I'm about halfway through. It's pretty cute. I'm enjoying the Kindle reading more than audiobook listening. I think I'm just not an audiobook person. I haven't trained myself yet, and I don't feel like I have a desire to. If I want to listen to something, I throw on YouTube or a podcast, and I just don't think audiobooks are that for me right now, which is totally okay. I'm okay with it. So I will just plan to truck along with that. We have 2 movies we really want to see this week. I should say. We want to see Trap, which is an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I want to see It Ends With Us. So we will hopefully go see one of those tomorrow and then potentially see the other one next weekend. It was Michael's birthday weekend this weekend, so there was lots of eating out, so many sweets, staying up late, celebrating. It was really fun. I think he had a great time. And the celebrations will continue next week because we had a reservation for a place he really, really wanted to go on Friday. We had outdoor seating. They canceled on us, obviously because of the weather and the storm. So we ended up going to another restaurant, which was a very nice restaurant, and he enjoyed it a lot. But I know he still really wanted to go to the first restaurant. So we made a reservation for this Friday, outdoor seating again. So let's hope all is well on that front. And Michael gets the birthday dinner he really wants. But other than that, I am hoping and keeping my fingers crossed for an uneventful week with lots of relaxing, lots of getting things done, including my knits and my spinning. So I hope that your week is as uneventful as you would like it to be, and I cannot wait to see you again next week. Take care of each other. Talk soon. Bye.